I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing, I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt. So she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 I'm finna. What you gonna do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brad. How you want to deposit the memo of cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, gold. The events, I to the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. My just to be your home, and I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now.
Wow, he just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him. All right now.
Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when I hit that door. You did it on me. Baby, it's me. Should we go up, down? You can bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce,
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles the...
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
Taking it right down Broadway. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Devin Duvernay. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this is now a one-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Winston connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Jameis to throw it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here comes third down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. But first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. His throw caught at about the 5. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles. 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Second down, Winston. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The first down throw for Winston. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. Connects with Kittle underneath. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a second down throw for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Winston's throw pulled in by Kittle.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. To the air again with Winston.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
So we've come to halftime here in
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Rolling to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's going deep for Brown. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
They're going to run it with Barkley and make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Winston. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Winston. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Smith to return it. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hurts. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And the 49er hands team does its job.
Saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. You got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to miss.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and short now following the fumble.
Now Winston connects with Kittle underneath.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Winston now to throw on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Winston. He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Second and 7. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it won.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First down, Winston. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out.